Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UCLA's offense will take the field first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on. Football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minute. And no first down.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
You don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Illinois fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many... for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Loud as it in this building. This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they're after him. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Love what they did there, putting a big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it.
There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. They get him down to this offense. He's set up first and goal from the 9.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bruins will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab and took it on into the score.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowning this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get... out to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Newton. He'll pull it down and run. Kept it, and he's past the mark. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Play of the period, first down here. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And it'll be down right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Breaks the tackle. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. got it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They'll go back to the air on second down. It's caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Bruins are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. When this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Napier. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Newton. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Napier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dixon. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Illinois! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pulls it in. It's Cox. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena.
The Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get a grab? who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to pass. It's Newton. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off-play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make the decisions. Got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Converts on fourth down, still going. Touchdown, UCLA! And that one will put them up here in the second half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good... Turning it on! Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Hauls it in. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
And Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth.
There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He's got it still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Bruin! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Newton. Fires Aggressive pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Catch in the middle, it's Napier. That's the kind of play that can really get you. They have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though,
oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Lining up for the PAT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They're working that left side, and the defense holds firm. No. Up at all on that play.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Valentine. Really good job. Play getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Illinois lining up quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to make it. And what a big stop for this defense. And they might be able to put this thing away. This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Ucla. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job.
Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Creates a little space. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds his man. It's Dixon. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20. Up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a crease. It's Valentine. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Illinois right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Newton. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain. Sideline.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. And he will score. Touchdown Illini.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time...
Into the secondary on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Ncaa. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. To the air, it's Newton. Under fire. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Napier. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, and at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
down.